Come on, join me. We're going to do a bike ride. Are you coming or not? When you're out on a day like this, you want gloves this thick. And that's why my hands aren't freezing. You just put on the right gear. You know what the Swedes say? Let me start riding and I'll tell you what the Swedes say. The Swedes say there's no such thing as bad weather. There's only bad gear. If you are cold and wet, you have no one to blame but yourself. I need to say that again. There's no such thing as bad weather. There's only bad gear. Oh my gosh, this is pretty. Judging from the footprints, there has been a hiker out here. And here's another tree root, and we got over that. And here's a log. We navigated around that. So this trail, my oldest daughter may not recognize, but she's been on it. This is the way, the back way up to a trail called Cold Case. And I've mentioned Cold Case in my, I guess you would call it a vlog rather than a podcast. My daughter corrected me when I said I'm working on a podcast, a YouTube podcast. Anyway, because it has video. So vlog, V for video. Anyway, this trail goes up to Cold Case, and the trail happens to be kind of flat right now, but it's a pretty good climb most of the way up. Since I'm elderly and I'm not breathing that hard, you can, oh, look at the lovely stream we just crossed. Since I'm elderly and I'm not breathing too hard, you can know this climb isn't too terribly bad. Riding in a winter wonderland. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yes, that was my imitation of Bob Dylan. So I've got my little podcast or vlog or whatever you want to call it, because it does have video. This is Grandpa talking to you about this, that, and the other thing. And it's not just about cardio, although a good cardio workout several times a week is gonna, hold on. I'll bet you think I'm gonna edit that out. Well, I'm not. There it is. There it is. And that was a crash, and we're not gonna edit that out. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. And here's what I have to say about that. If you're sitting on your couch because you're afraid of what's gonna happen to you if you get out here and do stuff like that, then I think you've got it exactly backwards. Being out here gives you years. It doesn't take them away. Oh, sure, you may break the occasional bone, but that heals. But if you wind up with diabetes because you're not working on your cardio, if you wind up with thin bones, first time you're in an automobile accident, that's it. You're gonna not bounce around like somebody that's in shape, just gonna bounce around in the car and get out and say, oh, that was about half as bad as my mountain bike crashes. So anyway, get out here. You're going to put years on your life. You're at more risk, at a higher risk if you're sitting on a couch eating ice cream. Okay, I'll be making that point again, and again. Yes, I crashed, and I'm getting up, and I'm going to continue riding, and I'm going to continue loving being a little guy that's almost 80 years old. An old man that lives with a cat. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so that, I wasn't going to make that point today, but there's my crash, so there's that point. Get out there, crash, keep going. You're in more danger sitting on your couch, whether it's diabetes or all sorts of frail bones and weak tendons. And who's going to live longer, the person that broke a couple of bones while working out or the person that never worked out? Bones heal. If you crash, do stuff like this and crash, your bones are going to heal, and your cardio is going to be good if you keep it up. And hold on, got a little bit of an uphill here. If you sit on a couch what you're doing to yourself is more dangerous than what I'm doing out here today. That's right, you heard me. Diabetes, fragile bones, weak tendons and muscles. You're asking for trouble. First time you're in an automobile accident, people that are in shape, they just bounce around inside the car. Oh yeah, they can get killed too, but they can bounce around an awful lot before that happens. Somebody that's out of shape is in greater danger when they drive, greater danger sitting around. Hold on, we got a bridge here. It's better to not go in the stream. So our Jewish friends say L'chaim when they drink. They don't say cheers, they say L'chaim. That's my favorite toast because it is saying to life, L'chaim, you're alive now. I'm not sure what comes later. I'm religious, but just in case, you better use the time that you have now and don't sit around feeling sorry for yourself, because you get weak emotionally, you get weak mentally, and you get weak physically. So get out here and mix it up. And hold on, trying to protect the GoPro lens from getting snow on it. Anyway, I guess I'm belaboring the point. Stay active, stay joyous, stay funny, stay curious. So I'm still learning, and I want to keep learning, whether it's, you know, trail bike stuff or how to work a new editing system for my vlog podcast thing, whatever you want to call it. Okay, hold on. We got to keep moving forward here. This snow is quite thick at spots, and the back tire on this bike is quite wide, but even these wide tires struggle to get a grip when we're going up hills like this one. So hold on, we got a hill and then we got a log that we don't want to run into, and let's see if we can make that. Yay! An old man that lives with a cat. That's all I am, and I love being alive. You do not need to be young. You do not need to look like you looked in your 20s. Hold on. You do need to avoid a stick that might poke you in the eye, though. So, don't blame your mom, don't blame your dad, even though they might have been really, really poopy people. Every day, you will have a good excuse to not get out there and work out and keep yourself in shape so that you can age well as the years continue to pile up. Everybody that gets out here and works out has a good excuse to not do it. I mean, it's cold. It was 22 degrees out when I left, and I'm having a blast. I'm warm, got the right layers on. No such thing as bad weather, only bad gear, blah, 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 that thing. And it's gorgeous. It's joyous. It's spiritual. How are you going to be depressed when your brain is full of adrenaline and endorphins, and you feel good about things at the end of the day? You can think, okay, we had a little pond there with rocks in it, no problem. You think, okay, I did that, I'm still on track. And you feel better about life, you feel better about yourself.